Now, you might be tempted to think this girl is crazy, but my question is she more crazy than the cops who arrested her? You be the judge.
She's just laughing in the car and just flipped me off.
Jesus Christ. Get out of the car now! Get out now! Get your hands up! Do it now! Get your hands up! Out of the car, do it now. You're out of the car, do it now. Step out. You almost hit me.
You should be trained a little better. Why are you shaking?
I'm not shaking.
Did you set this up?
No, ma'am.
Is there anything on you? Any weapons?
Does it look like I have weapons?
Keep open your mouth.
So I'm too fat to be a cop.
Alright.
Hey, take my word for it. She hasn't even warmed up yet. If you want to see contempt of cop cranked up to beast mode 11, you're in the right place.
Can you do one last search? There's nothing on you?
Whoa! Wow! What did I listen? Oh my!
For this test, you are going to follow the tip of my finger and just the tip of my finger with your head and not your eyes.
Do you want me to get undressed? Do you want to see it? Do you want me to get undressed?
No, keep your hand.
Can you do what I can do? Can you do this and you're a cop? And I haven't worked out in 3 years.
No, I probably can't do that.
Yeah, you should. You should look like me if you want to be a cop.
Okay.
Same with him. You should look like him, but I bet he couldn't do what I just did. Put me in a cell and end it. You look like the biggest idiot.
You're going to choose whichever leg of you're choosing. Your arms are going to be down by your side. You're going to lift.
Such a nerd. Do it with me.
Okay, welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. I'm Brian, your host, and because people are sensitive about DUIs and the seriousness of driving under the influence and endangering other lives on the road, and it is serious, I might get some hate from this video, but I'm definitely willing to step into the fray. Now, I don't know if this woman right here was drunk or not. I don't know if she was driving 60 and 30 like the cops say or not. It doesn't look like it to me. You let me know at the beginning of the video. What I do know is that cops earn the hate every single day, if for no other reason than that they use traffic law to violate unalienable rights. And we should have never let that happen. Rather than keep us safe, traffic law, for the most part, serves to oppress and fleece the public of rights and money. It's a major revenue generator, and you got to admit that. There's no telling how many rights have been trampled, how many cages have been filled, how much money has been extorted, or how many lives have been ruined and eventually lost in the name of deprivation of rights under the color of traffic law. So this woman may be crazy, she may be arrogant, she may be obnoxious, but there's nobody more crazy, arrogant, and obnoxious and tyrannical than law enforcement agents who are supposed to be protecting and serving you, and they do the exact opposite. So let's look at this video right here.
On July 22nd, 2024, an officer in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, observed a white BMW going 30 miles per hour over the speed limit. The driver, later identified as a 35-year-old named Mallory, initially pulled over, but seemed to have second thoughts.
Now, I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. I have it at 1.5 speed. That's how I watch videos. But let me ask you a question. Does it look like this chick was going 60 miles an hour? Watch this.
On July 22nd, 2024, an officer in Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, observed a white BMW going 30 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Sorry, that doesn't look like 60 miles an hour to me. So let's watch this.
543. They're going upwards of 60. I'll take a second right away.
Calling for backup. She pulls
They're
away.
taking off. Southbound plate.
Second thoughts. Pulls back over.
They're pulled over again just before Glendale. Take out the keys.
8-4, I'm coming up Glendale from Oakland now.
Turn the car off now. Roll down your window and place your hands outside the car with the keys in your hand. Put both hands outside the car.
Burglar alarm at Van Horn Honda is coming from the showroom service overhead in southeast door.
Here comes backup.
7-10.
Yeah. 48, I got sticks at Glendale. I'll wait till 44 back shield.
10-4. She's just laughing in the car and just flipped me off.
She's putting her seatbelt back on. She might take off again.
44 to 48, I can stay in my vehicle until you approach.
10-4.
So the cop who has the stop sticks is willing to damage somebody's property for what again? Just because they wouldn't obey the commands of the officers? She's going to take off again right here.
10-4. Looks like she threw either a small shooter or hand sanitizer out the window.
And there she goes again.
Taking off again.
Now she stops just short of the stop sticks. They're going to draw their weapons on her.
Do it now! Get your hands up!
Put your hands out the window and shut off the car! Do it now!
Shut the car off! Do it now!
925 on my hands. Do you want me here with 6 or do you want me back at the stop?
Keep your fucking hands up! Hands up!
I got taser.
Out of the car, do it now. You're out of the car, do it now. Step out.
If you run, I'm gonna tase you. So face the car, hands behind your back.
Stop resisting.
Unit line for the 28.
You almost hit me.
I didn't see any of that, but if it's true that this girl almost hit this officer, why was he standing in the road?
I'm on my heart.
Have the driver out. 10-4.
And yeah, she's still laughing at the cops.
You should be trained a little better. What are you doing?
Should be a what, ma'am?
Why are you shaking?
I'm not shaking.
All right.
You almost ran me over.
No, that was a setup.
Oh, you set me up?
Did you set this up?
No, ma'am.
Out of Milwaukee, no one.
Get back up.
Yeah, that was a setup. She was being set up by the cops. Oh, step out in the street and then say, oh, you almost ran me over, and then she can catch another charge.
Or cut it off.
Yeah.
Here, there's another. Right over here.
710 on 2.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we were both on our way.
Is there anything on you? Any weapons? Anything sharp? They'll poke
Does it
you?
look like I have weapons?
People hide things everywhere.
515, go ahead with the second place.
Oh, that is so good. I'm getting left to my cop.
Wow.
All right, let's take her back.
And they will feel her up again back at the station. I mean, you gotta be a real pervert to sign on the dotted line for a job you know you're going to be putting your hands all over people, male or female.
515 on 2. Contract allocated 25.
You mean I get to be a pervert and get paid for it? Where do I sign up? This is great. Can I be a blue shirt at the TSA too?
All right.
Wow. This is so great. I know. I just laugh. I just laugh.
Come on, not again.
I know. Well, she was hysterically laughing out the window. I was like, she has to be on drugs.
Drinking at all, or you think it's drugs?
I think it's drugs. I mean, who laughs like that all crazy? And
Or maybe you clowns are mockable. Maybe it's maybe it's worth laughing at you. Maybe it's worth considering. Maybe none of us in society taking any of you seriously. You freaking road pirates using traffic law as a justification to trample our rights.
But as soon as I threw him out there, then she drove like towards me, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
It looks to me like she stayed on the road. So rather than it's kind of like somebody saying, "Why are you putting your camera in my face?" It's like, you walked up to me, you put your face in my camera. As soon as she came towards me, you walked out in the middle of the street. It looked like she was staying on the street to me. So if you walk out in the middle of the street, don't try to blame somebody for trying to hit you when it looks like you were trying to set her up.
To be a cop, you're too fat to be a cop. I was, oh, okay. That's really super.
Classified PTSD, by the way. And arrested me for no reason.
Officer Dostalik. Dostalik. Oh, that was a good one.
700 dispatch.
All right.
794.
It sounds like she said, "What am I at the Death Star now?"
So
Seven.
too fat to be a cop.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can't have this. Let go.
I'm allowed to.
No. Who says?
It's fine.
You're in our
I'll pay for it.
custody. No. Hey, somebody else come over here, please.
You should have taken him away before I got in your house.
Be a bomb.
Okay.
I could have blown you up.
Never mind. You want to take this? I'll just put it in here.
I got to tell you, I'm on board with the contempt that this chick has for these cops. I'm on board with that.
I got one PD with me. I'm bringing him over to you.
Could she be guilty? Yeah, absolutely. She could be guilty. She could be driving under the influence. She could have put a lot of lives in jeopardy. Did she leave a victim? No, she did not. Should she be thrown into jail? No, she shouldn't. Does she deserve for her hands, the hands of strangers to be put on her body without her consent? No, she does not.
It's a little high. All right, step on the painted feet. Face the wall.
You want to weigh me too?
Face the wall. You can do one last search. There's nothing on you.
Whoa! What about the
Separate.
when I was
Separate.
Here we go again. This female cop is going to put her hands all over this stranger again. Watch how she does it, especially between the legs.
Wow! What if I was molested? That's great! Wow! Oh my god!
And they're like, "Oh no, it's okay because I'm just using the back of my hand." What if a PEDO said that about the way he was treating kids? That would never fly. So why is it flying here? Because they have a uniform, a badge, and a gun. They're costume-wearing clowns.
That's great! Wow! Oh my god!
All right. When I take this left cuff off, you're going to place your hand on top of your head, palm face up. Do you understand? Do you understand? Or do we have to put...
You know I'm taking me to the psych ward too?
I mean, it depends. What was that medical paperwork in the back of your car
There
for?
was no medical paperwork in the back of my car.
All right. Undo your hands. When this cuff comes off, place it on top of your head, palm face up. Do it now. Do it now. Arm up.
Do it. Then you go to school?
You're doing it.
You can do it. You went to school.
All right, you're just going to be,
Put me in a cell.
Nope.
33 o'clock,
Sit.
32 on the phone.
All right, take your shoes off.
You went to school?
Take your shoes off.
She's going to start complying, but I love the spirit of non-compliance here. Remember, when you're in the presence of cops, one of the best things you can do is keep the front door closed. Shut the front door. Keep your mouth shut. Stop saying stuff. The more you say, the more they're going to write in their reports. If you give them nothing to say, if you say nothing, you give them nothing to write in your report, you're going to be way better off than if you open your mouth.
Take your socks off.
33's available. Do you need them?
Take your socks off.
Put me in a cell.
We have
No.
that item collected.
No, we have to go through the paperwork.
Hey.
Show me the bottoms of your feet.
Are you kidding me? Am I homeless now?
Open your mouth.
Lucky, I know.
Tongue up. Thank you.
Signature Sagers, just go over to the car and assist off with it.
All right, so I believe you are under the influence of something. I don't know if it's drugs or alcohol, so we're going to go through some field sobriety tests. I am going to have to take off your cuffs, okay? You got to listen to what we're saying, otherwise you're going to be to the bench again, okay? Does that make sense, Mallory? You did this to yourself.
You did it to yourself.
Okay. I was not going 60.
Victimizers always say that to their victims. The cop's going to say, I was not going 60 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. But how many times have you done it this week? How many times did you do it today, officer?
60 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. All right, so first test. Please stand up.
Just baseball tab.
You're going to face me.
Take pictures.
Your feet, place it together. Heel to heel, toe to toe, and your hands are going to be down by your sides. For this test, you are going to follow the tip of my finger and just the tip of my finger with your head and not your eyes. Do you suffer from any medical condition?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I
Okay.
take medication. I'm on.
Okay. That's the only medication that you're on?
What else would I be on?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm skinny, I take
sometimes
Adderall.
That is not what I
Because I have
said.
a bad reputation in
All right,
Illinois.
have you had
in high
any
school?
head injuries in the last couple months?
Why would I have a head injury?
I don't know people's medical history.
You should have asked that before you brought me to the jail. You should have asked me why was I driving so fast. You should have said, are you diabetic? Are you from Wisconsin?
We can go over those questions right now before we do
There's
the
no reason you
test.
should have taken it this far.
Are you on a special doctor-prescribed diet?
No, I eat what I want and digest it. That's why I'm skinny.
Are you allergic to
Unlike
any
that
medication,
police officer
food,
that
or other
can't chase
substance?
after me.
Are you allergic to
I'm skinny, unlike that police officer that can't chase after me.
any medication, food, or other substance?
No.
Talking about this cop right here. He's like, man, I'm sure glad I got this job right here because I get to force people against their will to do things that they don't want to do. And otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do that without this costume on.
I don't have any dietary restrictions. Eat what I want.
Have you ever
Watch
had
what I eat.
psychiatric treatment?
Not a real doctor. You shouldn't be a cop. You don't know anything about psychology or diabetes.
Have you
Maybe I
ever
just
had your head injury?
No, I haven't.
Do you have any cuts or bruises?
Yeah, I have a bruise.
Where's that?
Go over to that area.
The right side of my body or the left side of my body.
Okay,
Do
where?
you want me to get undressed?
I
Do you want to see it? Do you want me to get undressed? Do you want to
No,
see
keep your pants up.
We don't need that. Alright, so it's on your leg.
it? Promise a bitch.
All right, on to the test. You could please stand up again. Are there any ailments with your legs that would affect your walking or balance?
Ask him. He's a cop.
I'm asking you because you're going to be performing the test.
Can you do what I can do? Can you do this and you're a cop? And I haven't worked out in 3 years.
That's pretty
And
good.
you're a cop.
That's pretty good. No, I probably can't do that.
Yeah, you should. You should look like me if you want to be a cop. Stay with him. You should look like him, but I bet he couldn't do what I just did. Put me in a cell and end it.
All right.
She is psychologically owning every single one of these badged misfits. You know, every single one of these cops in this room have committed no telling how many crimes against innocent people under the color of traffic law. And that is deprivation of rights under color of law, according to 18 USC 242.
Feet together.
You look like the biggest idiot doing what people tell you to do.
Hands down by your side.
And that back one.
Like I said, can you see the tip of my finger?
I don't know. Can you see without your glasses on? You're a cop.
No, that's why
You
I
should
wear
be wearing glasses. You actually shouldn't be a cop because you can't see perfectly.
All right, can you see the tip of my finger?
I can see it.
Hands
Take your
down by
glasses off and
side.
let's see if you can see it. Same with him.
You're
I would
gonna
only
be
choose him to work in
following-
my police
you're gonna be
station. You have to
following
do a
my
test every
finger
month.
with your eyes and your eyes only. You're not going to be moving your head. Do you understand?
I got to tell you, it's not because I'm not on anybody's side. I'm not on this girl's side. I'm definitely not on the cop's side, but I am enjoying every ounce every nanoparticle of contempt that's coming out of this girl's mouth for these cops. Why? Because pets are dead. People are in cages. Innocent people are in cages. Innocent people are in graves because of these people. People have lost their homes because they can't pay for the traffic tickets that the cop lied on a report about these innocent people. They deserve every bit of hate that they've earned. I don't care where it comes from.
Do you have any questions? No? Okay, we're gonna begin. All right, on to the next one. You're refusing to do that. This next test, you're gonna be taking 9 heel-to-toe steps down an imaginary line. When you get to your 9th step, don't start. Don't start yet. Okay, go back to the start position. Do you understand the test?
Walk. Like you should have done this on the street. Or you want to do it in front of the camera?
Are you starting?
I have flat feet. Of course I can't walk in a straight line because my feet are flat. That's why I got arrested in Indiana. Because my feet were flat and I went to jail for no reason. Because they said I was drunk and roasted a cop right in front of their face.
And we'll see at the end of this video that she was charged with a DUI, but has yet to be convicted. It sounds like a setup, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a setup. It might not be a setup. She could have really been intoxicated and endangering people on the road. But typically, as we see in the epidemic that's going on in the state of Tennessee right now, where there's over 600 people that have been charged with DUIs that were perfectly sober, it's infuriating.
Are you done with the test?
I just did the test.
Okay.
Can you do it without your shoes on?
Okay, next test. Feet together.
Oh, another thing, do not submit to a field sobriety test. According to ex-cops, according to attorneys, don't take them because they are designed to make you fail.
Hands down by your side. You're going to be raising either foot of your choosing, whatever you want. You're going to raise your foot straight out. With your foot parallel to the ground, you're going to raise it approximately 6 inches above the ground. You're going to be looking down at that raised foot and you're going to count out loud 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until...
That's not necessary.
Until I tell you to stop.
That's not necessary.
It's going to look a little like
nope,
this.
The only test that you...
Totally true. It's completely unnecessary whether the Fish and Wildlife have you do it on a boat or whether the Road Pirates on land have you do it on roadside. All of these tests are absolutely unnecessary. They're childish. And like I said, they are created and designed to make you fail.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000.
How would I do it if I had flat feet?
So on and so forth until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Repeat it. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you want me to repeat? Okay. You're going to choose whichever leg of your choosing. Your arms are going to be down by your side. You're going to lift.
Such a nerd. Do it with me.
Do it with you?
I said I needed it on paper, so do it with me. Do it with me. Walk me through it.
You just said say it again.
And walk me through it. And I just said walk me through it.
Okay.
I have a comprehension problem. I need to see it. I said I need to see it on paper.
I just did it.
So do it with me.
All right.
Do it with me.
Hold on.
Do it with me.
Let me start the clock. All right. All right, go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. You're not doing what I'm doing. 4 1,000.
So lift it up
5
higher.
1,000. I said approximately
Lift it up higher.
6 inches. 5 1,000.
It's not necessary to do that long. You should have air in here.
8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000, 13 1,000, 14 1,000, 15. Well, how come you're not doing it with me? You said you wanted to do it with me. I'm doing it. All right.
Throw me in the cell.
This is a preliminary breath test. It is not admissible in court. It's just to see where you're at, okay? Have you taken one of these before?
Have you?
Yeah.
Do you take it before every shift?
No.
You should.
For what reason?
Cops are scumbag assholes, alcoholics.
Usually people
and
don't
high tattoos,
do
but you can tell a bad person from the way they stand, talk, and act, and if they listen to people. You shouldn't touch a woman for absolutely no reason. Any of you. You should ask if you've been molested or have PTSD, and if your blood sugar is low, or if you're lost. Why are you driving so fast?
She is psychologically hammering these cops. And by the way, we will never get the results of this breathalyzer test. This cop right here is going to show it to the female cop, but it's going to be out of the camera's view.
You don't arrest someone for no reason that has severe
30 miles
It
per hour
triggers.
over dangerous, and you could have killed someone.
I was signaling for help.
Yeah?
I don't have a phone on me. My GPS was not working. And you arrested me for no reason. And this triggers it, and this
All right,
is not
you're
funny.
going to listen to this officer right now.
Throw me in a cell for no reason.
I'm gonna have you take a big deep breath in, see what's on the tube, then blow out, kind of like you're blowing up a big balloon.
This
Okay.
guy's a sergeant.
Big deep breath in for me. See what's on the tube? Blow out. Good. Okay. A little too hard. Can't be that hard though. This thing's finicky. Big deep breath in and blow out. No, you gotta keep going until I tell you to stop. Okay? And blow out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Stop. Thank you.
And then I'm just gonna need your ponytail thing. Alright, looks fine over there.
Oh, I wish we could see it.
Municipal
You
citation.
do realize I have been arrested. This doesn't happen.
The first one is
You
for
do realize you
resisting
don't sign
obstructing
contracts in
an
jail.
officer. You have enough.
God damn it! Sit down now! Stop doing that!
You need to sit down and listen to me.
At the time of her arrest, Mallory had a non-extraditable warrant out of Indiana for a prior operating while intoxicated. Since she had not been convicted in that case yet, she was charged with OWI first, which isn't even considered a crime in Wisconsin, only a citation. She spent the night at the police department until she was released to a sober friend the following afternoon.
No indication what her blood alcohol level was, which is interesting to me. And like I said, this girl right here may be crazy. She may be arrogant. She may be obnoxious, but nobody's more crazy, arrogant, obnoxious, tyrannical, oppressive, and criminal than badged uniform law enforcers in the criminal organization known as the Thin Blue Line. Leave your thoughts about this. What do you guys think about this girl? What do you think about the interaction with the cops? How do you think the cops handled it? Do you think the girl was speeding? Do you think she was drunk? Do you think she was a danger on the public roadways? Do you think she's as much danger on the public roadways as the cops are to you every single day? Would you get nervous if Mallory pulled up behind you, or do you get nervous when cops pull up behind you? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. Follow me at High Impact Flicks on Twitter and on Facebook. Grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, stand for your rights. Never take a field sobriety test, and stop talking to cops. I'll see you in the next video.